Okay, the Tory Lanez situation. From what I understand, he's being charged by LAPD for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the SUV. Megan actually went on social media and talked about it. He is out on bail, and he has been on social media multiple times denying it, saying he's innocent, and he is planning on walking free and so forth. Tell me about this case, and where do you think it's heading?
Well, the biggest first off, the next update in the case will come on November 3rd. Tory Lanez has a court conference on November 3rd. We'll see what's going on there. The last update we heard on this case was actually from the prosecutor. In a very strange sort of fashion, the prosecutor informed the press that they were engaged in significant negotiations for a plea bargain, which is like, I don't know what that means, but like, I mean, I know what it means. It means that they're engaged in significant negotiations for a plea bargain, but it's very rare that you see a prosecutor disclose that. It's just strange. Anyway, that's what we heard last. Now there's a court conference coming up in November 3rd. We'll see if a plea has been reached. They might announce it there. And we'll see otherwise what the schedule is set in that case. Look, this case to me has always come down to one glaring fact, which is that there are 4 witnesses to this incident, as my understanding. It's Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson. His name is Daystar Peterson. There's Meg Thee Stallion. There's Tory's security guard. And then there's Meg's friend. These are the 4 people who were there who saw this. The friend and the security guard have both, through various social media postings and otherwise, very clearly come out in support of Tory, suggesting that this did not go down anywhere near the way the government says, where he took out a gun and shot her in the foot. So that, I mean, that's crazy. What has happened in this case has been typical. State court, you get a case, they're going to very early on offer you a deal. If you don't take it, it then just kind of drags. And this case has been dragging. So he's had an order of protection against him. He can't be like somewhere near Meg Thee Stallion. He was at Rolling Loud. I think the baby bought him out. And then there was this whole issue where Meg Thee Stallion's team went back to the LA County prosecutor and said, look, he's violated the order of protection. He should revoke his bail and bring him in because he was within 500,000 feet, whatever that number was, of Meg at this concert. And ultimately, I think the prosecutor, so far, they haven't acted on that. There was this cryptic post by Tory where he said, it's been real, y'all. And I looked at that, I was like, oh shit, did they just revoke this guy's bond because he performed at a festival with Meg Thee Stallion? But since then, we haven't heard anything. Interesting case. I think me and everybody else who's watching the case is eager to see what's going to happen here. I think Tory has been made an offer that he doesn't want, and he's just going to fight these charges. And I think what's ultimately going to happen, my guess, is I think the prosecutors are going to realize that if we go to trial and the security guard says something else other than what we're saying, and the friend says something else other than what we're saying, then it really doesn't matter what Meg is saying. Because that's not just he said, she said, that's he plus 2 witnesses said versus she said. And that's going to be a tough trial to win. So I think when you hear the prosecutor saying that, we're engaged in active negotiations for a plea, I think they're probably making him better offers. And whereas at the start of the case, he was not ready to take the offer, maybe now the offers are getting a little bit better and he might ultimately end up taking the plea. We'll see. We'll see.